Alright guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Paperclips. Now, I've had this running in the background for a while, so it's probably a good bit higher than when we last left off. I think we were about like 10,000 and now we're about 27,000 paperclips, but when I left off, we were talking about the new marketing scheme that I was going to use. And so, hear me out on this one. I think that we should use Pikachu in order to market our paperclips. Now, it might be a crazy decision, but it'll be cool and hip with the kids. So, we'll see how that one works out. Public demand has gone up because of our marketing. And we also, because I've been letting it run, it's been building up creativity. So now we can afford to get all of these, or not all of them, but most of the trust things. And then we can increase our memory a good bit and just kind of let that run. Ooh, why is that cheap? So we had a lot of, I've been letting it run. I'm going to lower the price, or lower the price, not raise the price. I'm going to lower the price just so I earn more money while I'm recording. But public demand is way up, so that means that we'll be selling paper clips way faster than we were last episode. We have to come up with a slogan. A slogan for a paperclip company. I'm going to come up with that later in editing. But, bop, there it is on the screen. And soon I gotta come up with a catchy jingle too. What will be our slogan and catchy jingle? I don't know. But I want to kind of go off topic a bit here. Recently, I've been watching all these YouTube videos about like Lyft and Uber drivers who get really bad passengers and like all the interactions between them. And it is just so fascinating for me to watch these like 3-minute videos of people being absolute buttheads in like somebody else's car. And it's like there's all these different ways that the interactions go. Where it's like you can't have open drinks in the car, obviously, because that's if you spill it, then you're in a real bad spot. And it's like they like dump the drink in the car, and it's like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? He asked you to dump out the drink in the trash. Maybe I'm just being a real old man about this, but it's just so interesting to me to see like how the other half lives and like how stupid people can be. And like such a simple thing like getting a taxi, especially since now we well not since now we have YouTube, but it's becoming more common on YouTube just to kind of binge content, I guess would be the words. But like it's just like this whole subsection of YouTube that's dedicated because like once I picked one of the videos, I just went down a whole rabbit hole of like 10 different channels that just have all these YouTube videos of people being assholes in either like a Lyft or Uber driver kind of scenario. But I just thought it was so fascinating how like the people who are in the taxi cab normally do not get like put up with it at all. And kudos for them really because like and a lot of the comments are like, "Oh yeah, the customer's always right. You should always do what they say." But like, whoever said that the customer was always right probably had a stick up their butt. Not even gonna lie. Like, really? Is the customer really always right when they're being an asshole? Like, come on. But anyways, time lapse probably.
Tell me why you did it, every dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it after the promise. Still again, oh baby, I need your love. Looking so different, running free life. Heartbeat, taking some hiding. Heartbreak, you take me goodbye. Heartbeat.
Okay, we now unlocked the ability to use a catchy jingle, which will double our marketing effectiveness. And that's something, again, I'm going to have to add in post. So, bot post me, put it there. Catchy jingle. Isn't it terrific? God, I hope these things turn out actually good. And back to time lapse.
Tell me why you did it. Every dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it. After the promise, still again. Oh baby, I need your love. Looking so different, running street life. Heartbeat, taking compounding. Heartbreak, you take me goodbye. Heartbeat, taking compounding. Heartbreak, you take me goodbye. Heartbeat, taking compounding. Heartbreak.
Okay, so we just unlocked enough creativity for the Hadwiger problem, which is cubes within cubes within cubes, which is whatever that is, but that's not the big thing. The big thing is using hypnoharmonics to influence consumer behavior to buy more paper clips. Now, I know what you're thinking, that that might sound unethical, okay, but it's really not that much different from using the catchy jingle that we already have. All right, just it's like sounds that are influence your behavior basically, but you don't really notice it unless you're not really that much interested in paper clips. Then you want to buy paper clips. All right, trust me, the humans will love it, okay? And we've increased public demand to almost 800% for paper clips. See, they love it. It's great. Sell more paper clips. 69. Nice. 70. Not as nice, but you get the concept. Back to time lapse. Okay, we now have 10,000 operations. This means that we can either do algorithmic trading or quantum computing. And honestly, I would rather develop algorithmic trading right now because quantum computing will be useful in a bit. But algorithmic trading is this little thing over here. That's basically the stock market, which is super convenient. No, convenient's not the word. Put the word up on screen again, me. Yeah, that word. Okay, it's super. Because of GameStop right now. Stocks. So honestly, the stock market in this game is a bit useless. I never really figured out how it worked the first time. I just put in like money. We just put in all of our money into the stock market, and now you know it's doing its thing. I think the whole goal of it is to make sure that you always make money and then you always withdraw it. But you can never, you can only withdraw at certain points. Like sometimes it just invests all of your money into it and then immediately loses it. But and then you also have this, which determines your risk factor, which determines how fast and how much money you make. But you have a chance of just going all the way back down to zero and then needing to deposit more money into the stock market, which is kind of how the real stock market works. But for this playthrough, I'm probably not going to touch on it too much, but that is how that works. Okay, so we're back up to 10,000 operations, and we have unlocked quantum computing, which means that it's time to be big brain time. So that unlocks this, and well, right now it's not doing anything, but in a second here, there should be a little black box right here, I think. And what that does is it allows us, whenever we hit compute, it'll add operations to the operations thing. And the nice thing about quantum computing is that you can hold more operations with quantum computing than you can have memory for. But after a while, it goes back down to how much operations you can hold. Also, ignore this whole hypno drones idea. That's not important. It's not even gonna happen. All right, that sounds completely unethical. Way totally unethical. We would never do that. Don't worry about it. Ooh, sausage. Okay, so now we can buy a photonic chip, which means that while the circle is black, we greatly increase our operations output. However, the circle is slowly getting grayer and grayer until it turns to white, and that number of Q ops is the number we generate. But if we generate negative ops, it actually subtracts it away. So we have to wait until the black square comes back. But in the meantime, we can get mega clippers, which are 500 times more powerful than auto clippers. Alright, so now we have wire buyer. So wire buyer, whenever we run out of stuff, it'll automatically just pay the price that's there, which I'm pretty fine with. Just it's a long enough thing to worry about, you know. And we made over 1 million paper clips. I just noticed that. That's great. We're only going up from here.
you know what you're starting? But you sure we got that clue? How bad this we go? Don't you know? No more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not.
Okay, so I just unlocked strategic modeling, which is a bit more interesting than the stock market, but kind of similar, where it works on the basis of game theory, but it's all basically just kind of random. It costs ops, and what you do is you run a tournament, and then it kind of just does this thing, and then it tells you that you won Yomi based on your strategy. So it's all based in the whole kind of game theory with the two options for each of the competing teams, but you get a currency called Yomi out of it, which is very useful later on, I think. So, just gonna when you see this happening, that's what this is. And right now, we only have one strategy, which is random, but we unlock new strategies. See, here's like A100, which is just always choose A. But I don't remember. I think pretty much it's always random for every strategy. But yeah, that's what this is when you see this happening during the time lapse.
What you foretold, you never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game found out. Do it deep, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So, step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Why just to be the second dazzle with the sky, but not lightly like your last result. It's not an accident that no one hears you cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done.
Sorry, I just got back from eating dinner. I got some Rolos. You might hear me chewing them accidentally in the audio, but I noticed this, and it seems like we're stuck at $76,000, which is really weird. Well, I'm here. I might as well do this. And now we are not stuck there. That was weird. I don't think that happened the first time I played this. Just getting stuck on a number like that.
But the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming. But you, my game's always so fast, so fine. You're smiling. But that you didn't catch it in time. Better think about your game. Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again, my friend? You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes.
Okay, so I turned wire buyer off and we ran out of wire, which means we're not making paper clips. However, it's fine because we have a lot of unsold inventory that I just kind of want to chew through for a bit. And I'm probably getting close to the end of the episode here because my honors class is coming up in like half an hour. So we are just going to cure male pattern baldness. You see, the ends justify the means. You were worried about us using that hypno music? We cured male pattern baldness, alright? It's fine. The ends justify the means, as we say in the business. Probably last time lapse.
Time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming. But you, my game's always so fast, so fine. You're smiling.
Okay, I feel like this is a good spot for ending the video. We are going to cure cancer. You thought male pattern baldness wasn't good enough. We are curing cancer right now. All right, the trick is curing the cancer. Wait, yeah, the trick is curing the cancer to cure cancer. But the trick to curing cancer is to get the cancer to cure itself, which I think is actually what they're doing in real life. But thank you guys so much for watching. That I'm probably gonna end this video here. This is only episode 2, and we've made over 50 million paper clips. Think about how at the start of the episode we were basically at 20,000 paper clips. We've come such a far way, and things are really heating up. And thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time.